So here today we find ourselves at Montrose Orchards in Montrose, Michigan. Go figure. This is a harvest host. I was going to stay the night here. However, I'm having a few issues that personal matters that I'm not going to be able to stay the night. But my sister and her kids and her husband came by to hang out. We're going to go back here and see how many animals they've got. Unfortunately, I had to leave Sumo in the RV because no dogs past this point. Such as it is.
Oh my goodness.
Hey guys!
Those are some, shall we say, healthy goats.
Yeah.
Some ass-like goats.
Look at this guy, not intimidated at all. Hey dudes! What's up?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, you want the camera? Oh jeez. Oh. Goodness, this guy's a little violent. All right, let's see if I can fix this now that he's... Hey, what's up? What's up, dude? What's up? So you're a little less nippy than that guy. Well, this guy wants a piece of me. Oh, Jesus. Ouch. Man, you're nasty. You're chill though, aren't you? Yeah, you're pretty chill. What? Ah. Yeah, nice try. I ain't falling for that twice. Oh, you stink. Yeah, I know you're loud. Yeah, watch. Well, you could a second ago.
From a behaviorist standpoint, that is really cool.
Look at this guy. He's coming over to check out what's up. Hey guys. Man, look at that stuff hanging off their faces. That is so ugly.
Tasty though.
Well, yeah. Man, it looks almost tumorous, that thing on the neck. There's a name for it. I can't think of what it is. Birds. All right, so we walked the path back into the woods and just followed it, and it opened up into this field where they have sort of a you pick blueberry thing going on here. So we're gonna pick some blueberries, and they sell it to you by the pound. Whatever you pick, you pay by the pound. It's like $2.50 a pound, which is a good price. So we're gonna go back in here and see what we can find. Good job, Katie. Whoop, hang on, Katie, we got more. We're gonna pick more.
I think so. Look. Wanna get that one? Good job, honey.
Go all these over here and over there. There's some up here. Look at that. Some of these are just coming right off, aren't they? Oh, that's a good one.
This is really, really nice out here. Perfect weather too. Mid-70s, I think. Breeze. Couldn't ask for a better day to do this. You know, I don't think I've ever actually eaten blueberries. Definitely never off the vine. I've eaten blueberry pie, various other things that were blueberry, but this is the first time I've actually eaten straight up blueberries. It's fantastic. Absolutely delicious. Homegrown, local Michigan blueberries. They're juicy, they're ripe, absolutely fantastic. Oh yeah. So once we pick some more, fill our buckets a bit, we're gonna be heading back up front. They got a really nice little store up there with all kinds of orchard related products, jams and jellies, and I think pies, cider, donuts, I think. So we're gonna go check that out. All right, let's go see what the store has to offer. That is very nice. Pretty much everything is tree related in some way. Syrup. Look at all the different kinds of syrup. Here. Flavoring oils. Okay, blueberry, popcorn, butterscotch, blackberry, caramel, cheesecake. Ooh. Alright, so we got bottled, I don't know what you call these. I don't know if you call this jars. Peaches, pears, strawberry salsa. I might just buy some of these pears. I love pears. Ooh, they got pies. I see blueberry, I see raspberry. I think that's apple back there. Oh, sugar-free blueberry. Strawberry, cherry, and I see custard back there. Okay, I'm definitely leaving with a pie.
Did you want a cookie too with the donut, or are you just doing that just a donut?
I'm gonna have a cookie too. Which one do you want? What are these? That's a peanut butter cookie. I like it.
This is so nice.
It's just different sprinkle colors.
I'm really liking this place. I'm definitely going to be coming back. This is really nice here. I'm going to get me a donut. Alrighty folks, so that was our time here at Montrose Orchards. Very, very nice place. Definitely worth stopping by, especially if you are a member of Harvest Hosts. You come by and you stay the night. Definitely a nice place. So Stinky and I are going to head home now. Sumo! Here you go. Hey, can you sit? Sit. Come on, sit. Don't make me look like a chump. Sit. There you go. Good boy. Alrighty folks, so as you can see I got this little carrier set up for my moped because I want to be able to take this on long trips with me. It's a very convenient way to get around so I don't have to take the RV everywhere. But this is a very, very cheap carrier. I knew it was going to be cheap when I got it, but it's quite a bit cheaper than I even thought. But seems to be holding, so I think it'll work. The scooter was very cheap, so I'm not all that concerned. If it gets ruined, I'm not particularly worried about it. As you can see, it's pretty beat up. I got it off some kid for like $200, and he was really rough on it. It's all cracked and beaten up, but it runs great. So what the heck? Let's see what I want to do today. Come over here and get my screwdriver. All right, we're gonna go over here to the electrical bay. Here we go. All right, this is where the electrical cord comes out when you're plugging it into at a campground. And this thing has been broken since the beginning, and it's just really falling apart. And I think this is where vermin got in. I've been having a mouse problem, particularly in the lower cabinets of the kitchen. I had some vintage Star Trek playing cards in there, and they chewed them to pieces. But I think I've gotten rid of them now, and I need to seal this up better. So I got this new one, which is much better quality. It actually snaps closed, and it's got these little fins in there to keep things from getting in around the cord. So yeah, this is going to be much, much better. But the first thing I gotta do is pull this one, and I'm just now realizing that these are actually square head screws, not Phillips. So I gotta get the right bit. I don't know what it is with RVs. They all love those square head screws. Every RV I've ever dealt with has those square head screws everywhere. I don't know why they love those so much, but apparently they do. So I'm gonna get the right one and take it out. Wow. All right, and now, lucky me, this one doesn't fit here because of this transfer switch, but fortunately I've got this special little tool. All right, there you go. Quick, simple swap. No big deal. New one just slides open like that, push the thing through, close it back up. Done, no more critters. This thing's really beat up. Yep, I didn't put a screw on this side, as you can see, because there's nothing really for it to bite into. The flare on this is a little bit bigger than the old one, so I had to put new screw holes here, and that just isn't really needed. So I'm just gonna leave it off. So that's that. The next thing I want to talk about, though, is generators. All right, so this is something I haven't really talked about too much. Onan is the most common generator in an RV, and that's what this is. This is an Onan Micro Quiet 4000. If you have a mid-sized RV with a gas engine, this is what you're going to have. Some of these Safaris in the 90s came with diesels, and they also had the 4,000 watt Onan generator, but theirs ran on propane. So it's possible if you have a small diesel engine in your RV, you may have a propane generator. If you have a large diesel RV, you're probably going to have a diesel generator, a 6,500 watt Onan diesel generator, which is usually mounted somewhere in the front because the diesels tend to be pushers in the rear. Not always, but tend to be. I can't really talk too much about diesels or propane because I don't have any experience with them, so we're going to talk about the gas ones now. If you have a small RV, a Class B like the African Queen, you have a Onan 2800 watt, which is just enough to run your air conditioner and not much else, which is really all you need though. But the reason I want to talk about these things is mostly because of the carburetor. I got to reattach that. These carburetors have teeny tiny little jets, and at least it was on the 2800. I don't know if this one's the same, but on the 2800 that I had, they can't be taken apart. The bowl can be removed, but nothing else can be pulled out. None of the jets or anything can be pulled out. And once they clog, that's it. You have to replace the generator altogether, replace the carburetor altogether. So one of the things you want to do with these generators is you want to make sure to run the engine at least once a month for 15 to 20 minutes to keep fresh gas moving through the carburetor so that the gas doesn't gum up inside the jets and clog it. Modern gasoline with ethanol is a nightmare for these little carburetors. It's really not good for them. So we got to make sure to run it constantly to never let old gas sit in the carburetor for too long. Now the problem that I had earlier was I would start the engine and it would almost immediately shut off, and this light would start to blink. And then what you do is you just click the stop button and then it'll give you a code. Mine would blink once, then pause, then blink 4 times. So that's a code 1-4. So I looked it up, and code 1-4 was that the engine RPM was too high, which told me that the governor wasn't working properly. Now, this right here is the governor. It's connected to that lever, that long lever back there that's moving right there. See that? All right, and behind that is the governor spring. You see that short, sort of fat spring? And that's what controls how the governor works. Now, you see that little screw in the back there? That little screw right above this spring in the foreground is the adjustment for the governor. Now, one would think that the tighter that screw is, the stronger the governor is. Actually, it's the opposite. In order to make the governor work better, if your engine's running at, you know, too high in RPM, you actually have to turn that screw to the left. You have to loosen it just a little bit to let this arm move more. See, the tighter that screw is, the tighter that spring is. And the tighter that spring is, the less this arm that controls the governor can move and adjust the throttle here. See, this is how it adjusts the throttle, with this little arm here. So you actually have to loosen that screw back there in order to bring down the RPMs of the engine. So if anybody else has that problem, try adjusting that screw like a quarter turn at a time. Turn it to the left a quarter turn, try starting the engine. If it still doesn't run, turn it another quarter turn. You know, see if that helps. If it doesn't work after, you know, if you end up doing it like a full turn and it still isn't working, then you need to get a technician that actually knows what he's doing. Don't mess with it too much, because you could really mess up the engine if you do the wrong thing. So that was just a little tidbit I wanted to give you guys. If you have a problem with your generator, make sure to run it regularly to avoid having to replace the carburetor. And that is how you adjust the governor if your RPMs are screwed up. And it also tells you how, if your engine stops, anytime the generator just shuts itself down, it will give you a code. If you see this light blinking, a steady blink, you just click that button real quick. It'll give you the code number. Then all you do is look up online how to find, you know, what the code is, and it'll help you figure out what the problem is. And then to clear the codes, you just hold that down until it'll go blink, 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 and then it'll stop. I don't know why it just did that. Oh, I primed it. That's why I held that down too long to prime them, which is not necessary. Okay, so that's that. That's my little lecture about Onan generators right now. They're very nice to have when they work properly. However, they can be somewhat temperamental if they are ignored. So do not ignore yours. Make sure to keep up on the maintenance and run it regularly. If you haven't run your generator a long time, you'll be lucky if it runs. So that's that for today, folks. I'm all sweaty. I'm gonna go take a shower. Woo! Thanks for watching. Remember to go to facebook.com/RamboMichigander to follow along. Hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up button, and help me out. I really appreciate it. We'll see you in the next video.